My name is Huang Zezhong. I'm 70 years old. I was supposed to be enjoying my retirement, but recently, the Bureau asked me to help them crack a tough theft case. The suspect is extremely crafty. He's skilled with all kinds of high-tech gear, and he's a master of disguise. Makeup, costumes, combat, hacking. He's good at everything. Behind him is a seasoned mastermind pulling the strings. The Bureau's multiple raids have all ended in failure. With my years of experience, I quickly spotted a flaw in the suspect's moves and helped them lock down his identity, the Shadow.
80年代末，有个外号叫“影子”的通缉犯，是外籍退伍的侦察兵，策划过10几起银行抢劫，3次逃避过警方的追捕，99年就神秘消失了。
The chief wanted me to personally come out of retirement and lead the mission, but I didn't want to disturb my peaceful life. So after designing a full set of operation plans, I was ready to leave. But just as I was heading out, a young policewoman caught my attention. She's the daughter of my late comrade, and I could see she wasn't happy in the force. Her teammates think she's too small to be useful. Before my comrade passed away, I promised to take care of his daughter, so I wanted to help her regain her confidence and joy. I decided to personally assemble a surveillance team.
我来组建跟踪队，抓拿影子。
I assigned her to work right beside me,
你是我的王牌。
and we began a long undercover tracking mission. After days of non-stop effort, on the night of day 12, we finally found the Shadow's trail. The next job was to get close enough to confirm his identity. But the Shadow has sharp counter-surveillance instincts. He had already seen all the other teammates. To avoid exposure, we needed a fresh face. I decided to give this tough mission to her. She was the only one he hadn't seen. But because she was inexperienced, she instinctively touched her earpiece while transmitting intel, and the Shadow saw it. Realizing she was in danger, I rushed to rescue her, but the Shadow was already preparing to strike. I arrived at the elevator at the very last second before it closed.
干嘛？
我的话你听不听啊？
什么？
偷偷谈恋爱，被人发现了，你知不知道？别急了吧。
好，忘了这个事，先生你们。
When he saw her bare ear, he finally put away his knife. I handed him a rotten apple I had prepared earlier. He refused it, clearly unaware of the micro camera hidden inside. But the sly Shadow wasn't fully convinced. After we left, he secretly watched us from the dark. He wanted to make sure we really lived there, and I could feel his eyes on my back. So I walked to a door piled with delivery boxes. Using the packages as cover, I quickly unlocked the door with a special tool. When he saw the lights come on, he finally turned away.
802，有了。
Although the mission was successful, it crossed the Shadow.
我们应该已经惊动他了，看他想怎么玩，我们陪他玩。
The next day, we ran into each other at the market. He began testing how familiar I was with the surroundings.
怎么卖
3块7，
涨价喽？
还好，2毛。
那家便宜。
你耍我，那家最坑，又不新鲜。
I casually showed off some card tricks to hide the calluses on my hands from years of holding a gun.
你不说，我还以为你握枪。
枪我就没握过，发菜刀做了10几年。
Then I invited him to my home for dinner, hoping to find more clues. I prepared thoroughly and handled all his tests calmly, but I still couldn't erase his doubts. Right after he left, an assassin burst through my door. Thankfully, I reacted fast enough to dodge his bullet. It was clear this coast was planned. All I could do was dodge non-stop while searching for a chance to counterattack. Meanwhile, my colleague next door sensed something was wrong and rushed in to help.
支援黄色，黄色有危险！
The assassin's partner then discoursed a retreat. He grabbed a gun from the floor and fired back, then escaped. What I didn't expect was that they had hired sneakers just to kill me. The next night, while tailing the shadow, I passed a police station. Suddenly, a truck charged out. A crew of foreign mercenaries jumped off and opened fire. The police station turned into a battlefield. Their leader saw Ayansen killed and ordered everyone to hunt me down. We eventually faced off with shooting range. We were evenly matched. But I reached the gun first and advent him. Backup arrived shortly after. We won, but took heavy losses. When I later heard that the Shadow had been captured, I finally realized the Ancestors was orbited by his adopted son. After learning I was targeting the Shadow, the adopted son tried to get rid of me and even attempted to silence the Shadow. But in search of dying, the Shadow escaped the heavily guarded prison van, went to the airport, found the younger son who betrayed him, adept and scouting. Everyone thought the Shadow would disappear again like he did 10 years ago, but I knew he was broke. All he had was stolen cryptocurrency. He would definitely find a wealthy local businessman to cash out. The next day, we kept watch outside the businessman's home, but when I returned with breakfast, I saw the policewoman drive off alone. I knew she must have spotted the Shadow, but going alone was far too dangerous. I rushed after her as fast as I could. When I arrived, I found her passed out on the couch. Thankfully, she wasn't in life-threatening danger. The Shadow tried escaping through the back door, but he didn't know I had already blocked the exit. He gave up running and chose to fight head-on. He used to be the top killer in a Special Forces assassination unit, a master of close-quarters knife combat, and I was the all-around champion of Special Recon, skilled in using terrain for guerrilla tactics. He excels at offense, and I specialize in defense. We were evenly matched, neither gaining the upper hand, but he had a knife. All I could do was dodge and counter. Soon I started to fall behind. At the critical moment, the policewoman saved me, but it also gave the Shadow the chance to escape. Even though I was badly injured, he was severely wounded too. Our teammates arrived quickly, and through careful planning, they eventually cornered the Shadow.
我是警察，你被捕了。
是你抓到我的。